Hello and welcome to the Social Connection. We are back again with the latest from the world of social media. I'm Manvan Bhattacharya and with me is my colleague Shreya Upadhyay.
The entertainment and Bollywood industry reigned social networking sites this week with the final season of How I Met Your Mother breaking many hearts at the top of the charts. And back home, a mashup recreating the magic of Bollywood was among the top trends. Among others was the Chile earthquake, the general elections and stand-up comedian Kapil Sharma's birthday.
In our special story this week, we'll show you how organizations and leaders are making the most of advertisements on social media platforms. Also in our Let's Get Social section, we'll tell you how the two popular messaging apps stand apart. But first up, the trends this week.
Central government employees have prohibited access to social media at work.
How social media turns matchmaker for some.
Organizations and leaders make the most of advertisements on social media platforms.
Like Singapore, Britain and some countries, India also proposed a national email policy for official communication of government and central government employees in a bid to curb misuse of social media at work. Here's a report on that.
Surprised by a central government affidavit indicating the lack of adequate information technology infrastructure, the Delhi High Court directed the government to finalize its email usage policy for government servants within 2 weeks. The court of Acting Chief Justice Badr Durraiz Ahmed and Justice Siddharth Mirdul took note of the government's submission that only 4.5 lakh of nearly 50 lakh government servants had been provided official email IDs through the National Informatics Centre. It asked the centre to expedite setting up of government-owned servers to handle the huge demand. The central government has told that it has proposed a national email policy for official communication of government employees, saying the objective of the policy is to ensure secure access and usage of data by them. The government also told the Delhi High Court that it will issue advisory prohibiting government employees from accessing social networking websites through official systems and networks. In an affidavit filed in the High Court, the Department of Electronics and Information Technology said that the use of email accounts of external service providers will be prohibited for official communication by the government employees. The PIL filed by a political leader, KN Govindacharya, said that the use of email accounts whose servers were outside India and transfer of the nation's official data using this medium violated the Public Records Act. The central government in its affidavit also said it has proposed another policy on acceptable use of IT resources of the Government of India that lays down the guidelines with respect to use of all IT resources. The court will hear the case on 30th April.
So you thought social networking sites serve only as a medium to have fun? Well, these stories will make you believe that social media can actually become the lifeline for some. In the next few minutes, we will show you how Facebook reunited an estranged mother-daughter duo and how love found its way through Twitter. Take a look.
It is hard to believe, but trust us, it's true. A mother found her daughter after 2 decades, and that too with the help of a social media giant, Facebook. Sarah Mowbray reportedly said that her daughter, now 22, had been taken away from her and given to foster parents because she was struggling as a teenage mum. Mowbray said that she knew her daughter's first name and searched Kaylin Marie on the social networking site, but after scoring through many results, she finally saw a picture of a woman who had a striking resemblance to her. Mowbray said that she is over the moon to have found her daughter back in her arms, and she can now hopefully be the mum she always wanted to be. Now it's time for something that will strengthen your belief in love and its unique ways of finding that special one. This is the story of Emily Domsek, who met the man of her dreams during a flight on American Airlines. But oops, she was actually so lost in him that she forgot to ask him his full name and begged the airlines to act Cupid. The love-struck woman, who runs a do-it-yourself lifestyle brand, P.S. I Made This, fell in love with Clocko while on an American Airlines flight from Dallas to Calgary. Clocko wore a blue sweater and was born in Torino and lives in Soho. He was also sitting in first class. The entrepreneur, who has nearly 55,000 followers on Twitter, couldn't get Clocko out of her head after the flight, so she contacted American Airlines. She tweeted, "Dear American Air, just got off my flight with my future husband but didn't catch his full name. Wanna be a matchmaker?" she asked. At first she got no response, but love conquers all, even the offices of an airline. They declined to contact Cloco but gave Domsek a platform to reach 780,000 followers. Ultimately, Cloco was tracked down via a mutual acquaintance. Hashtags including Flying Cloco trended on Twitter with many tracking and asking Emily for updates. And American Airlines has asked for a virtual invitation to the wedding.
With more and more people using social networking websites to connect with each other, business organizations and political parties are using this platform to advertise. In our special story today, we take a look at how advertising on social media is getting popular in India by the day.
India is the third largest internet population after China and the United States, and it is projected to be the second largest by 2015, with more than 86% of Indian internet users visiting social networking sites. In India, there are currently more than 90 million Facebook users, over 33 million Twitter users and 18 million LinkedIn users. These social networking sites provide various options for advertising to business organizations, political parties and leaders.
These days actually, from offline to online, a paradigm shift has taken place with regard to content consumption. The reason behind this newfound attention towards social media for the political class is one of the studies that has recently come up, which says that around 160 Lok Sabha seats are to be decided or to be influenced by people who use Facebook, Google+, Twitter and the other social media platforms.
While Facebook provides options such as sponsored ads, promoted posts and promoted pages to the advertisers, Twitter is giving options of promoting Twitter handles, tweets and hashtags. LinkedIn too provides options of giving ads and promoting pages on the site. A recent example of this rising trend of advertising on social media was MTS's Born for the Internet ad that was released on social media and became very popular among users. Later, the company promoted the hashtag Born for the Internet on Twitter to garner more response from Twitterati.
The ad was first launched on social media and on the internet before we even launched it on TV. And the strategy behind creating the ad was to actually create something that will be viral content by itself. So in many ways it's different from a very typical sort of television advertising. And the idea was simply that the shareability and virability of it on the internet should be extremely high.
According to an online advertising revenue forecast, digital ad revenue in India will rise from 34 billion in 2014 to 57 billion in 2016. Also, the way the number of users of social networking sites is rising, the scope for advertising in social media is going to rise even further. Marshall McLuhan once said that the medium is the message. And today, business organizations and political parties are following his words by focusing on one of the most popular mediums of the day, that is social media, to take their messages to the maximum number of people. With cameraman Surendra, Pratham Dwivedi for DD News.
Now it's time for us to take a break. Do stay with us because on the other side, we'll see what kept the celebrities talking across the globe and how Twitter is trying to revive its music app.
Also, we'll tell you how the two most popular messaging apps stand apart.